Hello everyone, today we'll discuss the part 18 of important notes for biochemistry so that you can easily able to answer the one-liners and the MCQs in your exam. Now first of all, the classification of the enzyme. Now in the classification of the enzyme, we have total 6 classes of the enzyme. So first class of the enzyme is the oxidoreductases. Okay. Now in this we have oxidases. Now these enzymes, these oxidases actually use oxygen as an electron acceptor. Dehydrogenases use molecules other than oxygen as electron acceptor. For example, NAD, FAD, NADP. Peroxidases actually use H2O2 or the hydrogen peroxide as an electron acceptor. Oxygenases incorporate oxygen into the substrate, and the reductase actually reduce a substrate by adding hydrogen, and this reductase actually uses NADPH. Now second class is the transferases. Now these enzymes are actually the methyl transferase. Now the methyl transferase actually transfer one carbon unit. Aminotransferases actually transfer amino groups. Kinases transfer phosphate from the ATP. Phosphorylase transfer the phosphate from the inorganic phosphate groups. Now third is the hydrolases. The third class is the hydrolases class. Now in this there are phosphatases. Now these phosphatases actually remove the phosphate from a substrate. Now any enzyme which break a macromolecule, for example digestive enzyme, actually comes in the class 3 hydrolases. Now class 4 is the lyases. Now in the lyases, first of all we have the synthases. Okay, now the synthesis enzyme actually links two molecules without using ATP. Now over here, don't get confused between the synthesis and the synthetases. Okay, synthesis comes in the lyases in the class 4. Okay, while the synthetases actually comes in the class 6 ligase. Okay, so synthase in the class 4, synthetase class 6. Okay, we'll discuss about synthetase in the class 6, but right now remember in the class 4 we have synthase, in the class 6 we have synthetases. Now synthesis actually links two molecules without using ATP. Aldolase actually produce aldehyde via elimination reactions. Decarboxylase enzyme produces carbon dioxide via the elimination reaction. Hydratase enzyme adds or remove the water, and over here remember they do not break the bond, they just add or remove the water. Now class 5 is the isomerases. Now the isomerases, first of all we have the racemase enzyme. This racemase enzyme actually interconvert the L and the D stereoisomers. Mutase enzyme actually transfer the groups between the atoms within a molecule, and the epimerase enzyme interconvert the epimers. Now class 6 comes the ligase. Now in the ligase we have the synthetase. Okay, so remember the class 6 ligase we have synthetase, in the class 4 we have the synthase. So in the class 6 ligase we have first of all synthetase enzyme. Now this synthetase enzyme link two molecules via an ATP dependent reaction. Well, if you remember in the class 4 synthase, now synthase enzyme actually links two molecules without using ATP. But this synthetase enzyme links two molecules via an ATP dependent reaction. Okay. Now next is the carboxylase enzyme. Now this carboxylase actually use carbon dioxide as a substrate. Now xanthine oxidase produce hydrogen peroxide, but it is not a peroxidase. Oxygenation means oxygen is incorporated. In the hemoglobin, there is oxygenation. If oxidation of the hemoglobin occurs, then methemoglobin is formed. Mutase is isomerase, not transferase. All syntheses are lyases. Now, what are the exceptions of this? Okay, now over here remember, the nitric oxide synthase is an oxidoreductase and not a lyase. Okay. Also, glycogen synthase and the citrate synthase are transferase and not lyase. ATP synthase is hydrolase and not a lyase. Oxygenases actually directly incorporate oxygen into the substrate. All hydroxylases are monooxygenases. Now, the exceptions over here are proline hydroxylase and lysyl hydroxylase are dioxygenase and not monooxygenase. Monooxygenases are known as mixed function oxidases as they incorporate one nascent oxygen into the substrate and other nascent oxygen into the H2 to make water. Now, examples of the dioxygenases are the homogentisate dioxygenase, tryptophan pyrrolase. Hydroxylase comes under the enzyme code number 1, while the hydrolase comes under the enzyme code number 3. So, remember hydroxylase, enzyme code number 1, hydrolase, enzyme code number 3. And the hydratase comes under enzyme code number 4. Phosphatase is hydrolase. Now, what is Km? Km, that means that substrate concentration at which velocity of the reaction is half of the Vmax. Km is Michaelis-Menten constant. Now, this Km is signature of enzyme and is inversely proportional to affinity between the enzyme and the substrate. Km is characteristic of an enzyme and its particular substrate, and it reflects the affinity of the enzyme for that substrate. Small km means a high affinity, that is low concentration of the substrate is needed to attain half of the Vmax. While large km means a low affinity, that means high concentration of the substrate is needed to attain half of the Vmax. Now, Km does not change with change in the enzyme concentration or the substrate concentration. It is constant value for each enzyme substrate pair. Isoenzymes also have different Km values. Km is expressed in same units as substrate concentration, that means moles per liter. Okay, now as you can see, this is a graph between the velocity and the enzyme concentration, and this graph is actually a linear graph. Okay. Now, next graph is actually between the velocity and the substrate concentration, and this graph is actually rectangular hyperbola for simple enzymes. Now, this is a graph between the velocity, okay, and the substrate concentration for the allosteric enzymes or the regulatory enzymes. Okay, and this is actually a sigmoidal or the S-shaped graph, as you can see over here. Okay, now what are allosteric enzymes? Now, regulatory or the allosteric enzymes are those which have extra regulatory or allosteric site where regulator binds along with the active site. Allosteric enzymes are usually multi-subunit enzymes. Allosteric enzymes do not follow Michaelis-Menten kinetics, but they do follow the Hill's equation. Sigmoidal graph is because of a special property of the allosteric enzyme, that is the cooperativity. Cooperative enzymes are more sensitive in the response to changes to substrate concentration than other enzymes. Most rate limiting enzymes show cooperative kinetics. Now, this is actually a graph between the velocity and the temperature, and remember, this is actually a bell-shaped graph. Okay. Now, next graph is actually in between the velocity and the pH, and this is actually also a bell-shaped graph. Now, over here, Lineweaver-Burk plot or the double reciprocal curve is actually a modification of the Michaelis-Menten graph. Now, over here, this is basically done to convert the Michaelis-Menten graph into a straight line graph, as you can see. Okay, and over here this is the Michaelis-Menten equation. Okay, and this is the double reciprocal or the Lineweaver-Burk equation. Enzymes get denatured at extremes of the temperature or the pH. So today up till here, we'll discuss about the further important notes in our next video. Thank you so much.